Alright, this is the final part, guys. So if you're lucky, today I'm doing a 3 video marathon. I'm going to do a full video for my third video. Because I have a lot on my mind I want to talk about. Yeah. I have an agreement about theory chain. Look, man, if I make 25 billion plus, if I make 25 billion, I will highly consider building that theory. But at the same time, I might not build it, man. I'm going to have this big talk with my wife, man. In the hotel, and I'm going to have this big talk with VJ. Somebody tells me VJ will tell me don't do it. Ivan, you can build it if you want, but like this is extra money we don't need, Ivan. We're gonna make our tens of billions. Yeah, VJ, I did the math. If I price my 4K Blu-ray for $160 and like 1.5 billion people buy a movie, I'm gonna be doing like our movie's gonna do like $240 billion in sales around there, and then we're gonna make our nice like 60 70, $80 billion of the movies and the merch, VJ. It's more like, yeah, Ivan, that's more than money. Even George Lucas will tell me, Ivan, don't do it, man. I'm gonna have this talk with George Lucas too. Okay, so let's say if me and VJ decide to build a theory chain, when I hire George Lucas, I'm gonna have this talk with George. George, you're the expert. You own your own Lucasfilm company. Your movies released at the theaters. Do you think me and VJ are thinking about building a theater chain? Oh, a theater chain, Ivan. Now, what kind of theater do you think of building, Ivan? I don't know, an IMAX theater chain, George. How much theaters, Ivan? Like regional or worldwide? No, worldwide. 2,000 theaters. Like bigger than AMC. Yeah, bigger than AMC. Like IMAX Experience. Ivan, I think you shouldn't do it, man. You're gonna lose focus in your movie, man. Just stick to Ivan. How do you plan on releasing your movie on? How do you plan on distributing your movie? Yeah, I'm gonna partner with Amazon and release it on 4K Blu-ray. Yeah, Ivan, I recommend you stick to either online or 4K Blu-ray. You don't have to, Ivan, Amazon, you don't have to pay a dime for distribution. They're going to take care of all that for you. They already have resources worldwide. They're in over 100 countries. They're in half the countries worldwide. They're in 100 countries. They're all over Europe. They're in Canada. They're in America. They're in Mexico. They're in Japan. They're in China. They're in North Korea. They're in South Korea. They're in New Zealand. They're in Australia. They're in South America. You don't need to what? You don't need to what? You don't need to fucking build a station, Ivan. Amazon will handle all this for you. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, Ivan, the world will still get a good experience. People are gonna put money into the theater system. They're gonna get a good experience at home. You're gonna make more than enough money off your fork of brewery. You don't need to invest another $11 million in your theater chain, Ivan. It's enough money, Ivan. Yeah, you're right, George. I know, I decided to not start it, you know what I'm saying? Okay, fuck it, VJ, let's not build it. I don't feel like doing all this work. Yeah, Ivan, if you do this, you're gonna have to do more work, man. So while I'm planning the 3 volumes of Zanus and looking at the resumes, and I'm on my vacation, obviously, me and VJ have to meet with those developers for the early stages of development. Registering our taxes, getting permits, is a lot of work, man. You know what I'm saying? We have to hire a 150 development team. You know what I'm saying? We have to what? We have to take $11 million of money. It's just a lot of work. It's a lot like if it's to build one theater, it's not a big deal. But if for my movie, you have to build it worldwide. Movie theaters worldwide, obviously. If I don't build it, you guys will be a bit pissed off, obviously. Ivan, what the fuck, man? You're gonna build that theater chain? We want to see your movies on theaters, Ivan. No, so I'm like, yeah, guys, sorry, I'm not gonna do that, man. Why, Ivan? Like, you can afford it? Can you afford it, Ivan? I'm like, yeah, I could afford it, but it's a daunting process, guys. Ivan, it's worth. We're diehard fans. You're looking at the whole English speaking world senior movie and the Ferengi movie. You're gonna make your money back easily, Ivan. I know I will. But like, there's a saying in this world: how much money is enough? It's extra money we don't need. The money that I'm making off the theater chain is extra money that I don't need. That means we just don't need. You see what I'm saying? It's extra money that I don't need. You see what I'm saying? It's extra money that I don't need. And I'm not going to invest my money in games either. Some people ask me, I don't know, are you going to turn your Zane's movie into a game? That'd be a sick game, you know what I'm saying? You can do a thing where you have the campaign, you have the mission, you have the story, obviously, and you also have one-on-ones. You can have Tactius, Eretef, Fool, they face off one-on-one. You can have Tacitonius, Papyri, all them face off against Morale, you know what I'm saying, Bo and other wolves. Yeah, you can do that if you want, but I'm not going to invest money in games. And games are cheaper than movies. For a good $400 million, I can do an amazing Xans game. Like an amazing Xans game, an amazing Xans game if you want. Yeah, for all my movies could be turned into games. Like for Xanish, you have something like you will have something like Lord of the Rings, the games that came out in PlayStation, and I can also do one-on-ones. You can do one-on-ones when you play against people online. you can do online, or you can do multiplayer one-on-ones, right? You can do that if you want. Radbrad would obviously buy my games, obviously, because the guy's a game nerd, obviously. He would buy my game. He would be excited, obviously, because he's obsessed with games, obviously, yeah. All those game YouTubers would be going hard for my game, man. Yeah, man. But I'm not gonna invest my money in games. It's just, Ivan, you're making money. Yeah, I'm making money, but there's a saying in this world: how much money is enough, man? The amount of money I'm making is an embarrassment of riches. It's so much. It's too much money. It's so much money. It's so much money. I don't need any more money. That's how much money I'm making. It's so much money. I don't need any more money. You see what I'm saying? It's a saying in this world: how much money is enough. You see what I'm saying? Whereas all these people around the world, they will gladly, yeah, I want to make way more money, obviously. Yeah, but the amount of money I'm making off my 4K Blu-ray movies and merch is enough. For me, we don't need any more money. Hence why I'm only going to invest my money in SkySource. That is it. I'm not starting a game division. I am not building parks. I'm not going to build restaurants. I'm not going to build hotels. You see what I'm saying? I'm not going to what? I am not going to do that. You see what I'm saying? I am not going to do that, obviously. Hi, you say you won't build a theory chain. High chance I won't, but who knows? I might perhaps. We'll see what happens. High chance. Something tells me I might not build it though, man. Because it's what? It's a daunting process building 2,000 theaters worldwide. Like, it's one thing to build a theater chain all across Canada, but to build it worldwide, man, it's a daunting. It's a lot of work, man. You gotta travel to all these cities in America. I'm gonna have to go over all the cities in America, all the major cities in America with the developers, how much the population, and we discuss how much. It's a lot of work, man. You're looking at like three months of like early stage development, something crazy. But even if I release a movie in 4K Blu-ray online, you guys will still be happy. Yeah, it's good enough. You know what I'm saying? We still get to see it at home. Yeah, you get to see it at home. You get to put money into the theater system. It's enough. So I'm saying it's more than enough money. Obviously. But who knows? But something tells me I might perhaps make less than 25. I might make maybe my 13 billion, perhaps even 10. I might even make less. I might make maybe 10 billion from my book. If I make 10 billion off my book, I'm obviously not going to invest money in my theaters, and that's all my money gone. I'm just going to stick to 4K Blu on Amazon. See what I'm saying? Ivan, you know how much? I don't know. My guess is I'm gonna make between 9 billion at least, 9 billion to maybe 28, 29, 30 million bucks. I'm gonna make around that range. That's my estimation for my book for the royalties for my book. So if I make 12 billion, me and Vijay are still loaded. We made billions, obviously, but I'm not gonna invest money in the theater chain. I'm just gonna partner with Amazon, and I'm gonna release my movie on 4K Blu on Amazon, and a box set. I'm not going to release my movie individually and keep the fans waiting. No, I can easily release Volume 1 first and then release Volume 2 a year later. But if you do that, you're going to keep the fans. I'll make way more money, but you're going to keep the fans waiting. And the last thing you want to do is have to worry about that while you're working on The Great Escape. No, release Zanus in the 3-movie box set. That way you guys get to watch all 3 movies simultaneously. You can binge the whole 14-hour movie. Yeah, you're probably looking at a 13 and a half, 14-hour movie for Zanus. Something long, man. But for my movie, it's worth the length, obviously, because yeah, people be like, yeah, Ivan, like a 2-hour movie for you is nothing, Ivan. You have to make like a 3-hour movie at least for all your movies. Yeah, all my movies I'm gonna make sure they're long. They're 3 hours plus. They're unique. It's gonna be a 3-hour to 3.5-hour movie. The Great Escape will be a 4-hour movie, and then Zanus will be like a 14-hour movie. Hidden Vat movie will be probably 3.5 hours. Western Ghats will probably be 3 hours, 3.5 hours. You know what I'm saying? Long movies. As a 2-hour movie, 150-hour movie is nothing for Ivan O'Meara. As when I make my videos, I make like an hour and 50, an hour and 40-minute videos. That's nothing. The time goes by so fast. Yes. Imagine me in a movie. It's going to go by so fast. You got to make long movies, obviously. Some there. Yeah. Somebody tells me video, tell me, Ivan, don't build it. Like we don't need this money, Ivan. Yeah, the IMAX theater experience is cool, Ivan, but is it worth doing all this work? Ivan, this is extra money we don't need. We don't need it. Ivan, we're making more enough money off the 4K movies and merch. We don't need an extra $34 million off the tickets, Ivan. It's enough money, Ivan. Yeah, it's enough. We don't need any more money. You see what I'm saying? And it's just more hassle. We have to get a permit. We have to get a license and a permit to operate the business. We have to register for tax. We have to pay like 10, 15, 20,000 employees, your fucking paycheck. You know what I'm saying? We have to purchase all that food, millions of pounds worth of food. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hence why I recommend, well, I'm gonna keep saying this. If I end up releasing my movie, if I end up just partnering with Amazon on 4K Blu-ray, obviously, I recommend you guys put money into a theater system. Save some money if you have to, or use your credit card. Most people, if you make $50,000 a year, chances are the bank gave you a good like $8,000 credit limit, an $10,000 limit credit card. You can easily use your credit card and buy a nice $1,500 $1,500 theater system for yourself. As the average person can afford a $1,500 theater system, because most people have credit cards, right? You can easily afford a $1,500 what? A $1,500 theater system if you're making $50,000+ a year. Whereas if you're making 30, 40, or minimum wage, you can't afford it obviously, but you can at least afford to get a nice TV for yourself. You still got a good experience. Even if you don't have a theater system, you're still gonna get a good experience. If you have a nice big screen TV and you watch it on 4K Blu, you're still gonna get a good experience. But you're not gonna get the theatrical experience. If you want to get a home theatrical experience, put money into a theater system. For all you average people around the world, put a good $1,500 into a theater system. See what I'm saying? Put a good $1,500 into a theater system. And then for the rich who make 100, 200, 300, and the celebrities, obviously, you guys cannot put a good like 5,000+ into a nice theater. Pimp on you. You can put a good 10,000+ into a plus 10,000+ into a nice theater system with a projector. If you want a theater system with a projector, and you have your slide screen now where your movie projects onto the screen, that's going to cost you $10,000+. Whereas the average person, all those guys can afford to get flat screen TVs. You can get a nice like 50-inch TV for $600 or $700 and spend another $1,500 in a theater system. You'll still got a good experience, but having a projector is a better experience than a TV, obviously. Having a projector and a slide screen is a better experience, obviously, than watching it on TV. But you still get a good experience if you watch on your flat screen TV. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to have a projector. You can easily put money into a nice 50-inch, 40-inch, 60-inch TV and put a good $1,500 into a theater system. Whereas the guys who make like 200, 300, 400+ a year, those guys can afford to put 10 grand into a nice, pimp it out and put a nice 10,000 into a theater system with a projector and better speakers. Like nice $5,000 speakers and nice like $4,000 projectors, $5,000 projectors. You see what I'm saying? Like, you know, Neil Two's Star Wars Theory, he posted a vlog about his theater room in his nice house, obviously, in Vancouver. Obviously, chances are he spent probably a good 20 grand on that. 15, 20 grand. Yeah, if you want a nice theater system like that, you need to be making at least like $150,000+ a year. Those are expensive. If you make $150,000 a year, you can easily put 10 grand into your theater, because chances are if a guy makes $150,000 a year, chances are that guy probably has a good 20 to like 25, 30 grand in their debit card, in their Visa. They can easily put 10 grand into their theater system. Whereas the guys who make 50, 60, 70, $8,000, those guys have like 8, 7, 9, 10 grand in their Visa. 12 grand in their Visa, 13 grand in their Visa. So those guys can put maybe $1,500. But guys, I'm going to give you a warning. Don't be stupid and go in debt. Like, if you're making $50,000 a year and you have a $13,000 credit limit on your debit card, don't get like a fucking $10,000 fucking what? A $10,000 fucking theater system, and you have to pay off that $10,000 and you have what? You're in massive debt and you have to pay the bank back, and you're behind in your what? In your payments, and the bank charges you interest rates for your debt for a credit card. Don't do that. Be smart. You're not mean, VJ. Don't hate me. You know what I'm saying? If you're making $50,000 a year, be what? Stay in your lane, man. There's a saying, stay in your lane for your payments. If you're making $50,000 a year, you cannot afford a $10,000 what? A $10,000 thesis. And if you can, you're being stupid, and you're gonna go in debt. You're gonna drown yourself in debt, and you're going to have to pay those annoying monthly credit card bills. You don't want to do that. Be smart. If you make $50,000 a year, I recommend you get around that $1,500 to $2,000, $2,500 theater system. That's affordable if you're making $50,000, $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 a year. You're making 150K a year, 200K a year, 300K a year. Those guys can afford to put 10 grand, even 20 grand into a theater system because they have enough, but they're making enough money to pay the bills. If you're making 150K a year, you're making what? You're making a lot. You're making like your what? You're making your like 8 grand, $8,500 a month. You can easily afford to pay your $10,000-$50,000 your credit card bill. You can easily pay your monthly bills because you're making enough money. Whereas you're making 50K, 67K, you're not making as much money. Be smart with your money. Don't stay in your lane, man. Stay in your lane. Don't hate me, guys. You're not me, VJ. Stay in your lane. You can't stay in your lane for your theater system. Because the last thing I want to do is tell everyone to get a theater system and people get excited and they end up overpaying and then they're drowned in debt. No, guys, I don't want you guys to be drowned in more debt. I'm saying, if you make 50, 60K a year, I recommend you get that $1,500, $2,000. Because people in this world are crazy, obviously, chances are some people are going to be stupid and they're going to get even more expensive theater systems. I'm like, you can do that if you want to. If you do that, you're going to drown yourself in more credit card bills and you're going to be stressed out. Yeah. Because there's some people who make like 50K a year and they buy like $500,000 houses. And they have enough money to pay their mortgage, obviously, but they have like no, they're surviving. They have like no money for themselves because they're fucking stupid. Yeah, you make 50K a year, you don't buy a $500,000 house. No, you buy like a $300,000, $200,000, $50,000 house. $500,000 houses are for people who make like 90, 100 plus thousand a year. If you don't make that, don't be stupid. I'm saying, like, I don't want you guys to be drowned in debt because I told you. I don't want you guys to be drowned in debt. Because I told you to get a theater system. So please, guys, I'm gonna tell you this in advance. I know some people are crazy and they want to. I want to get this theater system, not this $10,000 theater system. Now we get a better experience. Yeah, if you do that, chances are you're gonna be drowned in debt, and you're gonna have massive credit card payments to make every month, man. If you don't pay your bills, the bank charges you interest, obviously, which is even worse. You're already paying your mortgage and your car bills, your food, you know what I'm saying? Your phone bills, your electricity, your water bill, your internet bills. You're already paying up bills. You don't want to drown yourself in more debt. Be smart with your money. So I'm saying that way you don't go in debt, obviously. You're not me, VJ. You don't have the keys like me. You know what I'm saying? Me and VJ can easily afford our $2 million private IMAX theater, obviously. Don't hate me, you know what I'm saying? You're not the Hollywood celebrities. You're not the people who make 100 to. If you're not a part of the 1% or the upper class people. So by upper class, I mean people who are not celebrities but they're rich. The guys who make 100, 150, 200, 300, 250, $400,000. Those guys are all upper class people. They're rich. Those guys can afford to get the more expensive theater system, obviously. If you're not one of those guys, you're not a part of the 1% or the upper class group of people, obviously, and you're a middle class, lower class family. Be smart with your money. Don't be stupid and get like a $10,000 theater system if you're making $50,000 a year. But I guarantee you some people are going to do that. I'm like, if you do that, you're going to drown. If you do that, you're going to drown yourself in debt, man. And Ivan O'Mara will not pay your bills. I'm not, as your bills are none of my business. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Obviously. Yeah, so going back to this topic. Ivan, you're going to build your theory chain. Look, man, high chance I will not build it, man. It's a daunting process to build them. It's money. Because at the end of the day, it's money that I don't need, man. You see what I'm saying? Like the money that I'm making off the fork I on Amazon is more enough money, and the merch is more enough money for me and VJ. We don't need any more money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Even Amazon might tell me, Ivan, you don't have to build a theater chain. It's a waste of money, Ivan. Like it's extra money you don't need. Like you're making more enough money off your box office and your merch. You're taking 70% of the pie. You don't need any more money, Ivan. You're making enough money, yeah. Making more enough money, obviously. That's why there's a high chance I might not build it. It's just a daunting process, man. I'm just gonna stick the fork on Amazon. It's easier that way. Ivan, are you saying you're not going to talk about your theory chain? No, I'm still going to talk about it because I might build it, obviously, but high chance I will not build it. Because it's a daunting process. I don't feel like building 2,000 theaters worldwide and doing all that dirty work, man. It's a lot of work. When I meet with VJ, I just want to plant skyscrapers with George Lucas and just focus on my movie. Taking notes for the 3 volumes, studying the Fellowship of the Ring script, and printing out those pictures planning it all with VJ. That way, and enjoy my vacation with VJ. That way, I'm not stressed out. Because if I end up building a theory chain, it's going to distract me and VJ. Will not enjoy our vacation as much because we have to plan we have to do a good 3 months of planning with those developers, the early stages of development. VJ will be like, Ivan, I don't want to do all this work. I want to just travel the world with you for the 8 months and just enjoy ourselves and what? Help you with your 3 volumes and that. I don't want to have to do that and look at the resume and also have to plan this fucking huge project, Ivan. It's just more work for us. I don't feel like doing this work, Ivan. Yeah, VJ, you're right. Ivan, the money we're making off Amazon is more than enough. We don't need more money. Yeah. We don't need more money, some saying. Hence why I'm just gonna stick the 4K Blue on Amazon. It's good enough. I don't need to release on. I don't need to build a theory chain. You guys can still, if you guys want to get food, you can order your food. You can get your pizza. You can get your what? You can get your popcorn. And you can get your what? Most people will not get popcorn if they're watching at home. Chances are they're gonna order pizza. Order pizza, beer. You can get your beer. You can get your popcorn. Obviously, what I might do for my theaters, I might sell beer too, sell alcohol. I heard some theaters in Europe and all stuff they sell alcohol. In Cineworld, I heard they sell alcohol and all that stuff. But to sell alcohol at the theater, you have to get a permit, obviously, for that. I might perhaps sell alcohol. You can have a drink of alcohol with your food. If I build a theater chain, it's not guaranteed I'm going to build it, obviously. Yeah, so for my merch, I might perhaps sell toys and t-shirts to give you guys a good experience. I'm not going to sell swords and all stuff. No. I'm just going to sell the posters and the mugs. The posters come with the mugs, obviously. And I'll give you an option. You can get 6 frame posters. You can get 6 frame posters for a good $160. Or you can get 6 paper ones for $120 or some $110 or something like that. So you can get the paper posters or you can get the frame posters for my movie. You can do something like that. You do something like that, obviously. And my deal with Amazon is $72.28. So the first thing we're gonna have to do is the moment the office is over for business, the first call we have to make is we have to contact the Amazon CEOs. We have to contact them, obviously, and we're gonna have to fly the CEOs to our office, and our legal advisor will create the contracts for us. Right? Okay, only releases on 4K Blu-ray. Amazon takes 20% of all the profits. Ivan and VJ take 72% of all the profits. That's the deal. But Amazon do. Amazon does not charge no hidden fees. Amazon does not charge Ivan and VJ for any of the payments. They get their flat 28. We get our flat 72%. That's my deal with Amazon, obviously. And what? That's my deal. You get 28% of the merch sales profits. We get 72% of the merch sales. We get 72% of the film box office profits. You get 20%. You do not get any more than 20%. You don't, no hidden fees. I don't want any $1 referral fee. No. I have the keys. I don't want you to charge me any bullshit referral fee. And no hidden fees, and you don't charge us for the payments. Put that in the contract the way Amazon does not rip you off. If you don't do that, there's a high chance Amazon might be hidden fees, and Amazon might charge us 99 cents for a referral fee. And the last thing you want to do is have Amazon charge a 99-cent referral fee and they take $1.5 billion of my money. $1 billion of my money. No. You're not taking $1 billion of my money. You get your 28%, I get my 70%. That's the deal. And say only 4K Blu-ray. That way Amazon does not screw you over. I don't want you guys releasing on Blu-ray and DVD. No. Ivan, you can give the fans options. No, guys. Nobody buys DVDs anymore. Blu-ray's popular, obviously, but 4K Blu-ray nowadays is where it's at. 4K Blu-ray is... Because my company is a direct-to-home video company, obviously, because a high chance I will not build that theory chain. If you want the fans to get a good experience, release it only on 4K Blu-ray. That way they get that unheard of experience at home with their theater system. They get a nice experience. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. And if Amazon breaches this deal, I swear to God, if I find out Amazon breached the deal, I'm going to terminate I'll no longer partner with them, and I'll release my movie online. And Amazon's missing out on the billions. That's what Amazon will honor. The guys, you better honor your fucking deal, man. Jeff, honor your deal. You get 28, I get 72. No hidden fees. You know what I'm saying? No referral fees, no hidden costs. You don't charge us for any of the payments. You get your flat 28. I get my flat 72 or 71% because I'm giving the actors 1%. Me and VJ get our 70. Me and VJ get our 71. You get your 28, and the 1% is split with the actors and 17 and all them and Peter Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. 20% is a lot of money, Ivan, but I want a bigger chunk of that pie, Ivan. Yes, I know you smell blood in the water. You're getting greedy. You think 20% is not enough, but in reality, it's a lot. It's more money than what these companies. It's more money than what these Hollywood companies would dream of making. You're gonna make your nice like $27 billion, guys. $26 billion. That's a shitload of money. Money that Disney does not make for their fucking movies. Money that Disney dreams of making. All right, it's a good deal. Yes, I'm giving you like $27 billion of my money, guys. You know what I'm saying? Jeff Bezos an easy pocket a good $10 billion for himself. You can put a good $5, $6, $7 billion into the company. You can invest your money in more shows, more movies for your company. Yeah, I'm boosting your stock, guys. Ivan, that's a good deal, Ivan. Yeah, I'm giving you a good deal, guys. At the end of the day, it's me and Regis' money. It's not your money. I'm giving you 20% of my money. You guys are just my distributors, guys. Me and Vijay are the one funding the movie project. We're paying the bills. You're not paying shit. Everything is free for you guys. You know what I'm saying? Even if you sell posters and merch and it costs you guys money to make it, the cost is taken care of by the cost by the price of the products. You don't have to. You guys are making everything for free, pretty much. You're getting your free money, yeah. So if it costs Amazon a good $33 for the 4K Blu-ray box set, yeah, I know. Cost us a good $5 for 60 or 4K Blu-ray discs for your 4K Blu-ray box set, and it'll cost you another what? Another like three to four to $5 for the 4K Blu-ray case cover, the case and the case cover, obviously. And I priced my things for $160. You guys made your money back. As long as you price it well, Amazon will make their money back, obviously. Since the cost is taken care of by the price, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, do not let these sharks dupe you, man. Do not let Keanu Reeves dupe you. Even though he's a greedy animal, he took home $250 million of the profits. Do not let him dupe you. Do not let Scarlett Johansson dupe you. Do not let Ben Affleck dupe you. Do not let the Zayn actors dupe you. Do not let Peter Jackson dupe you. As Peter Jackson's even a greedier animal than even Scarlett and all them. But he's bigger than all them. Chances are the guy, he might even try and get 1% like Peter. I'm not going to give you 1% of the fucking profits, man. I'm not going to let you walk away with like $650 million in royalties. You're crazy. And have you make like $700 million on a movie. Peter Jackson's not worth $7 million for the movie. He's worth like $350, $400. He's worth $400, $450, maybe $500, but not $600, $700 million. He's not worth that. He's not even worth $500. He's realistically speaking, he's only worth maybe $200, Peter. $250 million. But I'm nicer to give him double that. Give him a good $500, $450 million paycheck with his salary and his royalties. But the moment he tries to get $700 million, $700 paycheck, he's ripping you off. As you, like Peter, let me ask you this question. If you were in my shoes, would you give me this money? No, I wouldn't, Ivan. I'd give you maybe like $20 million, Ivan. Yeah. And I'm giving you hundreds of $1 million worth of royalties. You would probably give me like $15 million of your money, Peter. And I'm giving you hundreds of $1 million of my money. I'm giving you a good deal. If you don't like it, you're more than welcome to work in Hollywood. It's a deal, Ivan. Yeah, it's a deal. And I'm not giving Peter a piece of the merch either. Peter, I know that feeling. You're getting greedy. You want to make more money. I'm not giving you a piece of the merch. What about $10 million, Ivan? No, $20 million. Just pay him a flat $20 million, Ivan. Take $20 million from what you made and pay him. Take $20 million off the sales, Ivan. I'm like, no. I'm not giving Peter a flat $20 million off the merch. I'm already paying him enough money, man. 0.6% of the 4K Blu-ray sales. That's it. And he gets his $2 million re-release and his flat salary for his bonuses. That's it. I'm not giving him a piece of the profits for the merch. He's not worth it, man. I'm the main show. Me and Vijay are the main show, not him. He'll blow buzz, obviously, but he's not the main show. Some there. Yeah, to end it off here, even if I only release my movie on 4K Blu-ray, which I most likely will, and I don't build that daunting process theater chain, obviously, you guys will still get an unheard of experience. All I ask is that you put money into a theater system. Don't be stupid with your money. Put money into a theater system that you can afford, obviously. Stay in your lane. Remember that. Stay in your lane. Don't hate me, I'm saying. You'll still get an unheard of experience. No, my movie will still have crazy buzz. Not the kind of buzz like if it's on theaters, obviously, but it'll still have crazy buzz. Crazy buzz. See what I'm saying? It'll still have crazy buzz, my movie. You know, Ivan, even if we use on 4K Blu-ray, it's all good. You know, we'll still get a good experience. We still have to watch it. You still get a good experience. You have to watch it on the 4K Blu-ray experience at home. Yeah, we'll have crazy buzz. Obviously, yeah, man. That's what my company. Even if I release a movie on 4K Blu-ray, it'll still blow Hollywood out of the water. As you're still getting better technology what you get at the theaters. Because 4K is better than 1080p at the theaters, obviously. But it's not better than IMAX. IMAX is unheard of, obviously, right? Yeah. Anyways, I ran out of time here, guys. Today is your lucky day. I made a 3-video marathon today. Hence, I will not make a video this evening. I am exhausted, obviously, but I'll make another video tomorrow morning, and I'll talk about more things regarding my company and my Scotch's company and me and my wife, obviously. So, Ivan Amir, I'm signing up. Peace.